Are you looking to deliver your business ideas more effectively and confidently in English? Do you find it challenging to persuade others when pitching your ideas in a second language, namely in English, because your first language is something different? Well, we're going to address that today because that is really something important that you want to do with your career, which is to master English as your second or third or fourth language. Be very good at it, push your career forward with it, and be successful. All said and done. Welcome, everyone, and good day to all. This is another learning session from Business English Success Strategies. Our purpose is to use our years of experience in TEFL and ESL to help you master English communications by providing tips, strategies, and lessons to improve your spoken business English. Today's session covers mastering the art of pitching ideas in English. This session is designed for intermediate and advanced non-native English speakers, aiming to improve their business English skills for professional growth. We'll cover essential aspects of business in terms of meetings, pitching, in meetings, etc., right? That will include some vocabulary tips, some grammar tips, some practical tips as well. Okay, so now, even though these lessons are most appropriate for intermediate and advanced users, everyone is welcome, right? And by the way, that's enough about the intro. Now let's get started. So let's start out by thinking about something. Let's think about the power of communication. The power of effective pitching is rooted in communication. We're going to unlock success through persuasive communication. Mastering effective pitching boosts success rates by 30% because you're transforming ideas into opportunities. You empower yourself and your organization through the art of impactful communication. So who am I talking to now? I'm talking to people in large organizations who have the responsibility of making a pitch. Maybe they're in marketing or some other area, they're in sales. People who are entrepreneurs and they're pushing their business forward, starting their business, or maybe people in small organizations and they're wearing multiple hats, and communicating the message of the company is one of those. And then, of course, engaging the audience, transforming ideas into impactful conversations. A compelling pitch can turn a fledgling startup into a thriving enterprise, proving that mastering communication can dramatically elevate your professional journey. Then there's the transformative impact of communication, the essential communication benefits, let's call it. Effective communication drives business success across the board. Essential skills. Pitching is vital for professional growth. Pitching is part of presentation skills. There are other aspects, but pitching is one section of presentation skills that you certainly want to master. Increase sales. Mastering pitching boosts revenue opportunities because it brings in business, drives business development and other aspects that are important to a company or your personal efforts. You increase your networking capability. Effective communication opens networking doors. Overall growth, successful pitching fosters comprehensive business development. And then, of course, audience engagement. Active participation maximizes potential benefits. Now let's look at the introduction. Okay, so let's focus on pitching. So according to Indeed, which is a large job board that provides leads for job seekers and a place for companies to look for talent. They're based in the US, but they have global opportunities. They defined an idea pitch That is something where you present a business idea to others, and you may be pitching in a formal capacity, or you can be delivering a full presentation, or you may be pitching a simple idea about how to improve processes to a colleague in an informal setting. So there's different settings where you can be pitching, but the one thing doesn't change. You want to be effective in all of these different settings. So why pitching matters? Essential skills for success. The importance of pitching is a key to success in global business and also in national business, right? Basically, if you're in business, pitching is important, whether it's one-on-one or one-on-many. Effective communication. Understanding how to properly and skillfully pitch differentiates opportunities and enhances your prospects for doing deals because you understand how to focus in on what the potential audience or group of clients, whatever, whoever they may be, what matters to them. This is also part of mastering presentation skills. As I said, there are different aspects to presentation skills, and this is one of them. Pitching is critical because it empowers you to convey an idea persuasively. And then, of course, a confidence booster. Your personal confidence, when you know you're skilled at this, right, will go up dramatically and you become dramatically more effective in meetings. Looking at building a strong foundation. Understand the challenges and the strategies to build confidence in pitching ideas. At the end of the video, I'm going to provide you with just a short list of resources. I'm going to mention some things throughout the session that may be helpful, right? But building confidence in pitching ideas, it sets the stage for impactful communication in English-speaking meetings. Let's look at some of the problems and challenges. Fear. Let's understand some of the common fears. Overcoming presentation anxieties. Right. We all have them. Language proficiency concerns. You're worrying about English skills affecting presentations. Fear of miscommunication, anxiety about conveying ideas clearly. Audience reaction anxiety, concerns regarding how the audience will respond. Validating experiences, recognizing common fears to foster empathy. Right? So you want to recognize some of these common fears. And then foundation for solutions, acknowledging fears prepares for overcoming strategies or strategies that will allow you to overcome. By the way, these fears, even native English speakers have them. Right? This is not something that only you, as with English as your second or more language, has. Practice, preparation, honing your skill is important, whether you're a native speaker or a non-native speaker. Language proficiency and its impact. Fear of communication is real. Fear of grammatical errors can cloud your confidence. So acknowledging these feelings, you're not alone in the journey. This is where preparation and practice will allow you to overcome these fears. Let's look at the role of audience reactions. Anxiety in presentations. Fear of negative feedback causes significant stress. For many years, I was a public and professional speaker, and I had some of these same issues. I overcame them early through practice, repeated practice and preparation, and overcame the fear by sometimes you just have to get out there, make the mistakes, correct, and go back out there the next time. Language barriers. Struggles with language amplify audience fears. Validating experiences. Recognize audience feelings fosters connection. So When you know something about the audience, which is almost always, whether it's large or small, you know something, you want to use that as a connection point. Addressing fears. Confront them for your own growth. Don't pretend they don't exist. Don't try to go around them, avoid them. Confront them and overcome them, right? And you want to start identifying effective strategies. I can tell you that there are many books that you can Google. Certainly Googling books on pitching ideas or how to make good pitches. Googling YouTube, obviously this is a video about that topic. You will come up with many resources on this topic. Pick the one that's best for you. Let's look at exploration and development. So, strategies for confident pitching. Practice key phrases, whatever they are for your industry. Right? Practice key phrases. This helps the audience feel comfortable and you're able to connect. Rehearse essential English phrases so your communication is smooth. Understand your audience. Tailor your pitches to resonate with audience needs. Audiences are selfish. I know that sounds strange. They're selfish. They're interested in what they need. So you want to focus on that. That is what's going to draw them in. Effective strategies enhance overall pitching confidence, obviously. And then improved communication leads to better pitching results. Work on your communication skills in a general sense, because that will help you with your pitching skills. Understand how to use visual aids. Visual aids transform complex ideas into engaging narratives. It will help you boost clarity and audience connection. And they are essential, right, when you have complicated issues that you're going to explain for you to be confident as you pitch in English. So let's look at some practical tips for preparation and rehearsal. Improve pitching skills with effective strategies. You're going to need to look these up because you're going to have to look at yourself and decide, where is it that I need to be strong and work on. You're going to have some strengths and you're going to have some weaknesses. So you want to work on some of those weaknesses and you want to amplify and refine even further your strengths. Remember, I said there are a lot of resources on this. Some are even free. I'm going to share just a handful of them later. But there are many books, articles on the topic. You want to pick some of the things that resonate with you. Tips to navigate communication challenges. You should be practicing your language regularly, right? And when I say that, there are certainly language exchanges where you can practice. You want to get together with people or a person that you can go back and forth in English, and just talking simply with someone and exchanging is critical, and you just being more confident as you pronounce the words, use the grammar, etc. It will help you build confidence. If you're not rehearsing, you're looking to fail. Rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. Once again, this is something that you need to do. I would rehearse my speeches or presentations, but I always rehearse them so they could sound natural and conversational and not memorized. So that's a key there. You'll have to work towards that, and that takes time, but that's okay, right? Remember, this is a journey. And then tailor your pitches to engage your listeners, and don't forget how to, and you want to practice how to use visual aids. So there are many articles and books on this topic as well, right? How to use visual aids in your presentations and in your pitches. So I will tell you that even though I have not made many pitches in my second language, I have done a lot of communication and have made some presentations. in my second language. So it's a personal journey. And so I'm speaking from the perspective of teaching the topic and living the experience that you're experiencing when you first have to start doing this until you become skilled at it. And I will tell you, thorough preparation and being adaptable, I overcame language barriers, and I overcame my ability to be I went from being a bad speaker and a bad presenter to a, I won't say excellent because no one is perfect, but certainly a 9 out of 10. And that's not bad, right? So you want to do that because if you're in a professional environment, showcasing your confidence and clarity turns challenges into success. Now, you're going to have unexpected challenges. Preparation is one of those. So, give you a case in point. Uh, I lost my script before I had a major speech, not a presentation, but a major speech. And guess what? I knew the points I was going to cover and I did it anyway. So, was it as smooth as it would have been if I had my prepared speech in front of me? From a personal perspective, no. But guess what? The audience enjoyed it and it resonated with them, and that's all that matters. You have to be able to adapt in real time. If the teleprompter goes off, you misplace your speech, you spill coffee on it, whatever the issue might be, something happens, you need to keep going. You're a professional. And you want to make sure that you're speaking clearly. If using very high level English words is what your audience expects, because maybe you're speaking to a scientific or an academic audience, then fine. You need to practice that. But normal people are not speaking in such high level language. So you want to make sure that the level you're speaking at is the level your audience is at. Meet people where they are and invest in proper preparation and preparation tools. You want to establish connection, right? You may want to share something personal. Now, in the case of a business meeting, that personal thing, quote unquote, is actually business related. So you're sharing that. It establishes a connection. Maybe the thing you're sharing is a time that if it's a technical audience and you're going to be speaking about a system or service that you offer, and you may want to share a time where there may have been some challenges in delivering a system or a service and how you and or your company overcame that. You want to use relatable stories. You want to incorporate visuals, as I said, the proper types of visuals to reinforce the message. Here's the key: master body language. You want to exude confidence, but not be obnoxious, right? Remember, your body language is part of your communication. That's why they call it body language. And then you want to look to make sure that your second language skills are sharp, or as sharp as they can be, depending, to the level that you are. And to the extent possible, and to the audience possible, create a memorable experience in some way, if possible. So in concluding, let's do a recap of key strategies. Master your message, clearly convey your main idea. Engage your audience. Capture their attention, and invite participation. Ask question. Notice I opened this video with a question, or actually two questions. And that's designed on purpose. I want you to think about yourself as it relates to the content I'm going to deliver. Practice effectively, build your confidence. Remember, you're going to unlock opportunities through effective communication, whatever company you're in. All companies want skilled communicators who are knowledgeable about the service or the product that they offer and can communicate effectively internally and externally. You want to apply techniques for confident pitching. You want to practice, not just practice before, but you want to practice consistently. That's how you're going to get good. It's almost like you know what it's like to learn a language. You had to practice consistently. So your pitch, your presentation, your communication, practice consistently. Get feedback, right? But leave your ego at the door and come into the feedback room. Get intelligent feedback from responsible people. It will only help. And then equip yourself accordingly. Okay, so now get together with people, share pitching stories, share experiences, share techniques and strategies to improve, build a little community or become part of one. We have Toastmasters International. I was part of that for many years. It's a very low-cost way to practice communication and leadership skills, right? We also, in the US, I'm not sure how far globally they go, but we have Meetup, and meetups will meet, and this is one of the topics they meet up on, making pitches effectively, all sorts of business and social topics, right? And so be open and ready to exchange. Make sure you're in a non-competitive environment so that you can be that way and other people will feel comfortable as well. Always ignite dialogue and share insights. Remember, if you build a community of like-minded people who are helping one another communicate and practice, you will only benefit by it. So do not shy away from it. So what are we going to do? We're going to keep improving our skills for success, continuous learning. We're going to explore resources, access videos on communication techniques. We're going to share experiences and insights with others. Strong communication drives professional growth. Just 3 free tools to use. Google Translate, an obvious one. Canva.com, and they have an excellent selection of presentation tools, templates, graphics, etc. BBC Learning English. If you're a Netflix subscriber, access some of the multiple languages that you can apply to various videos and movies and TV shows as a way of practicing and fine-tunes your ear. Like I said, there are many, a Google search will turn up a lot of them. You'll have to decide which ones work for you, but certainly the 3 I just mentioned are budget friendly because they're free or mostly free. Okay, so now if you found this content useful, then please like, subscribe, and share this video, and then click on the notification bell so that you know when we publish new content. So that brings us to an end. I look forward to seeing you next time as we continue our linguistic adventure. Take care, everyone.